What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 194 of Community Universe Mode, live here on Saturday Night Genesis edition number 34. Hello, Jara. Halo, J-Rod, Tim, Hellish, Topher. What is good? It's alright. It's okay, Tim. I still love you. You tried, but J-Rod beat you this time. First. He was first. He wins it all. Future CMV Undisputed Champion. But we are live here, guys, on Genesis, just 3 weeks away from homecoming. You got an Automatron ad? I haven't gotten that yet. I probably won't for a while. I'm kind of Fallout 4'd out right now. But, guys, we are kicking off this show tonight with some singles action between the Hellhound Quantum and the A-lister Hayden. A rematch from sometime last month, in which Quantum did come out the victor. We'll see if it happens this time. Of course, the man from the future, a participant in the second annual Cyborg Invitational, so far has 1.1 loss because he got a win over his own brother, Sushi X of the Rebellion, on last week's Genesis. While Hayden's coming off a tough loss against the undisputed champion, Randy Borton, just 6 nights ago, in the main event of Monday Night Fusion. Borton stealing one with a roll-up out of nowhere that just caught the A-lister off guard. Topher, I feel like I never have to say your name because you're just always on my mind, Topher. I feel like we connect on a higher plane. Topher, me and you are meant to be. You're my big-nosed Jew. Here he is, though. Guys, we are just 3 weeks away from homecoming, the last dance of the year, before we head on to our road to ascendance in the 4th annual Royal Rumble match at Absolution. Supercard. I had Supercard for a while when I still had my iPhone. It was fun. I liked it. It was an alright game. I mean, it was free. That's what mattered. Congrats, Borton. Congrats on that ace pick, man. But a big night of action to come here on Genesis. Talking about the Cyborg Invitational. We got a match here tonight in that tournament. Going to be Slick B, the real G, going toe-to-toe with the Austrian Death Machine, Ringo Max. Slick dead last right now, looking to finally get a check in the a mark in the win column, while Ringo currently ties one win and 2 losses. So he's second to last. Of course, Xander Slate and Justin Sane currently tied for first place. Speaking of Xander, we'll see him in action here tonight. Xander Slate going toe-to-toe with Zach Payne, which sure to be a fast-paced, hard-hitting match. We've got Cass LaFave and her Pick Your Poison match. Big Bad Briggs putting her in a tables bout against Morgan Black. I believe that's the first ever Vixen's table match we're going to see tonight. And much, much more. Here he comes, the A-lister. Arguably the greatest man in CMV history, and a guy who has been uncharacteristically quiet these past couple of months. We don't know where he stands in the CMV Civil War, if he's with the Coalition, if he's still against them, if he's back with the Corporation, if he's back with the Rebellion. I don't think the Rebellion would want him. I don't think the Corporation would want him. Usually Hayden's one to, always speak up, always be at the forefront of things, but he's just been keeping quiet as of late, letting his actions speak for him, but he's been taking a lot of losses, so I don't know if that's such a great strategy. Test. I don't know what you're talking about, Tim. The main event of tonight's Genesis is Test one-on-one with Chris Benoit. You don't want to miss it. No, our real main event tonight is going to be Corporation Faithful Nelson Jr. going one-on-one with the man who eliminated him at Cause and Effect, the NXT legend Brian Novak. And here we go. Why won't my TV mute? GG. My TV's not muting. There we go. Alright, now we can start this match. My TV is muted right out of the gate. Hayden going for a 24th punch. But Quantum ain't about to get to his own move hit on him. As Hayden now launches him off the ropes. Oh, nice drop down there. And a leapfrog. Oh, what a clothesline, though. Nicely scouted by the man from the future as he swoops around for a waistlock. Side headlock now by Hayden. From a grounded position. Kitely. Very well-rounded. He's a great wrestler. He can brawl with the best of them. And he can go up high sometimes. Take some risks from time to time. Quantum, of course. He is just a straight-up mauler, brawler, hellhound, we used to call him, with the Corporation. But right now, his relationship's pretty rocky with the Corporation. We don't even know if he's technically with them anymore. I mean, he wasn't a part of that little posse, Triple H, Marketel, Nelson Jr., and Zach Payne, that bursted into Cole Savage's office on Fusion. So we don't know if Quantum's even still with the Corporation. So I'm not saying the Corporation's hellhound anymore, not until we're for sure. It's just Jacob Zieglerpuss. What's up, Jackson? Overhand punch there by Hayden. And then a stiff elbow right to the throat. Right to the throat's neck. And there we see that brawling coming into play. Borton's only 12, so you can't blame him. You can't blame him, Tim. Nice Texas jab. There's that vintage strength by the A-lister. Doesn't look like much. One of the smallest men in the CMV roster, but just taking Quantum overhead like he was nothing. Like a sack of dirty laundry. As Hayden now tries to fight back to his feet, and he does. Punch rocks Quantum. Allows the A-lister to capitalize with a... Oh! Looks like a belly-to-back slam there. A Kent clash, a Cassie clash. Whatever you want to call it. Hayden clash. And now some more mounted punches. That's a good question. I think they're maybe about the same height, Tim. I'm not sure. Because Tim's got bulk. You know, he's a muscular guy. Well, Hayden's pretty thin as well as short. So I don't know. I can't tell. Ooh, a couple of single knee backbreakers there, though. Hooks the leg there. Does the A-lister in a very close count, 2.99. But there's Sugar playing with her squeaky toy. As the man from the future battles back to his feet. What a forearm. Rocks Kitely. And then a nasty snap power slam that we've been seeing a lot from Quantum lately in his matches. Again, guys, Homecoming, our next pay-per-view in just 3 weeks' time. Already a stacked card. It's starting to be, but wait a minute. Justice is served to Quantum there in the corner. Will we follow up with that knee? No, Quantum ain't having it. Of course, our main event going to be Randy Borton, the Moo Moo Man himself, making his first defense in his second reign as champion against one half of still the World Tag Team Champs, Tim LaFave, after he and Lee defended against the family on Fusion. We've also got Fury, the Urban Warrior, defending the Vixens Championship against Jay Divine. Wait a minute, final cut by Hayden. Right into the pin as quickly as he can. 1, 2. No, so close. But Jay Divine looks to finally get the Vixens Championship over her shoulder in the palm of her hands. We've got another Vixens match, Aura and Quinn Bell, in a no-holds-barred bout. A rivalry that's just been boiling over. Some bad blood there. Here comes a hard to punch. And Hayden tries to retaliate, but gets caught. And a front headlock. Oh, and here comes that single underhook DDT now. Now some more punches raining down hard And, of course, we have confirmed now after the results on Monday Night Fusion, Ryan Kent defeating Matt Jefferson. We'll see the Firestarter challenge Jamari Williams for the International Championship. Snapmare there by Kitely. And Ziegler as well, the Anarchy champion, puts his title on the line against Zach Cage, the new and improved Zach Cage. Will he finally win the big one? We'll find out in just 3 weeks' time as Hayden's got a nasty reverse chin lock cinched in. Not just in time. The match has been going on for a while now. Probably like 8, 9 minutes in now, but it's not over yet, so. It is still the first match, though. As Hayden hits a nice suplex. Thought he was going for another final cut. Up to the top, though. Like I said before, Hayden likes to take risks from time to time, but look at this. Timestamp catches Hayden flush. 1, 2... No! How did that not take Kitely down? The fans are chanting, "We are awesome." They don't like Quantum. They're not going to chant for Quantum. That was awesome, though. That nasty timestamp just shooting Hayden, catching him mid-air. Somehow, oh, look at that. Look at that crane pose, though, by Quantum as he's looking for his comeback. Hayden is in big trouble right now. What's up, 702? And there's a package pile driver, vintage Quantum. Vintage Omega Z, I should say. Oh, and there's the comeback. There's one clothesline. Can we get a second one? Yes, we can. How about a third one? Oh, no. Oh, there's the snap power slam. Hayden went for a clothesline. The CMV fans are pretty awesome, Tim. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I won't take it away from them. Oh, looking to get Justice served again, but Quantum says one's enough. Arm drag, though, by the A-lister trying to stay in the fight. He knows he's in trouble. He senses the end is near. Doesn't want Quantum to beat him yet again. And that looks like Kitely's going for his comeback. Doing a little bit of shadow boxing, getting ready. There's one clothesline. There's the second one. Will we get the third one to completely trifecta? Yes, we will. And Quantum staggering into the corner, looking for safety, looking for refuge. Gets caught with a fourth clothesline, though. Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see it. The Hollywood elbow drop. Rebounds off the ropes. Does it again. Adds some torch as he drops the elbow. Will that be enough to keep Quantum down, though? That's the question. 1, 2. No, still not enough to keep the man from the future down. I mean, we saw during Quantum's match with Sushi X last week just how much it took to keep, or how much Sushi threw at Quantum, and it still didn't keep down. Hit it with like 3 rising suns, 2 haikus, a big boot, and Quantum just kept coming. What a match that was last week. Tied for match of the week with Voodoo and Borton's match on Fusion. Double boot. Stop now. Damaging to the sternum. As Quantum drags him away from the ropes. Looks for the win once and for all. Just a 2 count, though. And what about this is turning out to be? As Quantum with his hands on his hips. Doesn't know what he has to do to keep down Kitely here. Oh, Shining Wizard. And then a Bulldog to follow it up. That's the first time I think we've ever seen that from Quantum. Pulling out some new maneuvers here. What is he looking for now? Oh, just grabs Hayden by the throat, lifts him up big time for that reverse DDT. Another pinfall attempt. Wouldn't be surprised that's all she wrote. No, Hayden still has some fight in him. And Quantum once again has to go back and try to figure out. Oh, what a clothesline by Hayden. Oh my God, Kitely's got another final cut. He's got another final cut. If Quantum gets caught with this, up in the air, right down onto the neck, into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Hayden got it. Hayden has just pinned the Hellhound. Quantum here on Saturday Night Genesis. What a match, and Hayden gets one up over and some payback against the man from the future here tonight. What a hard-fought battle. But this time, it is Hayden coming out on top against his former ex-gen brethren. His brother, his fam. Hayden with that sneaky second final cut, had it in his back pocket. I don't know where he got a finisher from. Literally pulling it out of nowhere as soon as he got an opening. Wasted no time in sizing Quantum up. Up in the air, bam! Down onto the neck, right into the cover. And that would be all she wrote. Hayden Blade Kitely, the A-lister, picking up an impressive win here tonight over the Hellhound of, question mark, the corporation. We're not sure. As after earning a tough win, Quantum demonstrated commendable sportsmanship to opponent Sushi X. I don't know how that works. First of all, Hayden lost. Or Quantum lost, I should say. Hayden won, and it wasn't even against Sushi, so Universe is tripping right now. Quantum's still got a rocket, and Hayden's got a heart. I don't know what the heart means. And he's also got a stacked upwards arrow. I don't know what the heart means, though. Good guy Quantum apparently showing sportsmanship towards Sushi after a tough win, even though he lost and the match wasn't against the Asian sensation. So, round of applause to Universe there. As the action rolls on, folks, here on edition number 34 of Genesis, we're going to see another Cyborg Invitational participant in Xander Slate, the man who's currently leading the pack, tied with Justin Sane, both men 2-0 currently. And he'll be going toe-to-toe with Zach Payne. Payne coming off a win, a non-title victory over Andrew Briggs on last week's Genesis. Certainly following that up with a victory over someone the likes of Slate will definitely put Payne in contendership for some sort of championship. I'd assume the light heavyweight, considering he beat Briggs. After whoever comes out the champion, Briggs and Christopher Ann will actually be going one-on-one tonight in a non-title match before their championship match, which is set to take place next week. Don't know if it's going to be on Fusion or Genesis, though. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, wait a minute. Justin Sane, the unpredictable one, getting some payback for Xander Slate's attack on him from last week's Genesis. And then just feeding him to the wolves, a.k.a. Zach Payne here. And Payne's going to take the advantage. Why not? With that vintage knee trembler of his. Right into the pin. Slate might be in trouble. And, of course, Xander attacking Justin Sane on last week's Genesis before his match with Jamari Williams. And Slate saying that the attack had nothing to do with their upcoming invitational match, but that Slate's tired of people always talking about Justin Sane and Hayden as being, either one of them are the best in CMV history. What about Slate? He's a gift from God to this company. And it's time that Justin Sane and everybody else wake up to that fact. And I guess Justin Sane, his actions speak for him as he gets some revenge here. And Xander eating that nasty knee trembler right out of the gate, but he's still going. As this match starts, Payne got that jobber entrance.
This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages and in over 110 countries. Absolutely amazing. The world is watching, and
yeah, Universe, it's I don't know what's happening to it this month. It's confused about the rivalry. It's confused about all the feuds. But this the tension that's building between Slate and Sane, definitely it doesn't need an explanation. They are set to go at it, guys, in a Cyborg Invitational match, the two men who are currently leading the pack.
we're
And Zach Payne, where is he going? Here in the second match tonight on Genesis, tearing apart the announce table. Better not. Where's my cowboy hat? I bet you Justin Insane stole it. That's Tim stole it, definitely. Whenever something's, not there, a title or my cowboy hat, the Mountain Dew, Tim stole it. That's the explanation always. As we get a tweet here from Andrew Briggs, our first tweet of the night, and he says, "I'm ready to defend my title. Hashtag Darkside, hashtag Demon." Like I said earlier, Andrew Briggs is set to defend his light heavyweight championship for the first time next week against Christopher Ann, but we won't have to wait to see the two go at it, as they will go one-on-one here tonight in non-title bout. And count of 7, Xander might be looking for that count-out victory. He doesn't care. Xander exits the ring as soon as Payne gets in, then Xander enters the ring and Payne rolls out. There we go, both men back in. Front headlock. Wrenching the arm and then slap to the back of the head. Vintage Slate. Doesn't give a dang. As Zach Payne tosses Slate out onto the ring apron. Going crazy is Payne. Now they're going to meet over in the corner. I think Payne just initiated his comeback. I'm not sure. It wasn't a great idea for him to exit the ring then. Ooh. And again, Payne tossed into the steel steps there. Slate obviously not happy about Justin Saint's pre-match attack, trying to take it out on Payne here. Third time into the steel steps. Payne actually curved into the steps that time. Fireman's carry takeover. Referee back at a count of 5. Both men rush to get back into the ring. And here we go again. Excuse me. Snapmare there. Slate grabbing Payne by the hair, and his head gets caught with a nasty elbow right to the face. Oh, Payne! Wait a minute, Payne out of nowhere, this double underhook. Whoa! Whoa, what a counter by Slate! Xander Slate pulling off a Hurricane Rana to counter Zach Payne's double underhook pile driver. That was a wicked counter. So unlike Slate. He's not usually athletic like that. And what is this now? Oh, Oklahoma Stampede. As Xander's now firmly in control. There's a nice T-bone suplex. Just hitting some big moves, one after another now on Zach Payne. Drops down behind for a nice neckbreaker. Great counter by Payne, a former tag team hardcore and the first ever United States champion. Payne now with a nice European uppercut stagger. Slate right back at it though. Thought he might be going for a Slate by Slate, but he was tricking us. What a kip up there by Payne. Catches Slate with a clothesline. There's a second one. Ducks Xander's clothesline attempt right into a snap power slam. Oh, and another knee trembler, guys, right to the temple. I wouldn't be surprised that's all she wrote here for Xander Slate. No! The former two-time world champion still able to power out. The first ever Money in the Bank winner as well. Saying also on that interview on Fusion that he's ready to get his rightful rematch for the World Championship. But tonight's not looking like his night as Payne sizing up for that double underhook pile driver yet again. This time, Xander does not counter. Busted open and all. Right under the cover. 1, 2. No, Xander! And Payne is absolutely shocked. As am I, and the CMV universe as well. Xander somehow able to kick out of Zach Payne's finisher there. Late into this match and now busted wide open. Blood dripping down his forehead as he puts Payne in the Tree of Woe position.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve. It's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
Oh, now there's Xander Slate with his curtsy. Might be looking for his comeback now. There it is. 1 clothesline. 2 clotheslines. Ducks Payne's clothesline attempt. Rebounds off the ropes. Right into a tilt-a-whirl single knee backbreaker. Vintage Slate. As he doesn't even look to follow it up with a signature right into the cover. Oh, but still not enough to get the job done. Last-ditch effort there by Xander. He's got to stay on Payne here, though. Can't give him a second to breathe. Nice counter by Payne. Throws him overhead with the fireman's carry. Snapmare now. Wraps his legs around Xander's throat and targeting that gash, that open wound with some nasty elbows. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, I was about to say 3 right there. So close to the finish for Zach Payne. He could taste it. And still so much to get to here tonight on Genesis. A Cyborg Invitational collision between Slick B and Ringo Max. Castle Fave and Morgan Black go at it. And the first ever Vixen's Tables match. And much, much more. As Zach Payne with an elbow drop to the lower spine there. Xander Snapmare yet again. This time with a reverse chin lock late into the match. Both men low on stamina.
He's simply reminding him that he's here. That's vicious. Cutting off oxygen.
Oh, but Xander, he's trying to get back to see. You can see Zach Payne jerking his own knee, trying to keep Xander down. Oh, and Slay, I think he went for his finisher. Zach Payne ain't having that just yet, though. Pendulum backbreaker instead. Ooh, nice dropkick there to the back of Xander's neck. Then just stomps him while he's down on his chest. Uh-oh, Payne gonna throw some of Xander Slate's own dirty heel tactics right back at him. Feet on the rope. 1, 2, 3, and Zach Payne steals it. Zach Payne steals the victory. Referee didn't see his feet on the rope. And Payne keeps on rolling with a great victory and a big win over Xander Slate here tonight. Thanks to the pre-match attack by Justin Sane, Xander started out in this bout rocky, tried to fight back, nice back and forth throughout, but Zach Payne using them dirty heel tactics towards the end said enough is enough. I don't really care about any of the WrestleMania matches, really. I am super excited, though, for TakeOver Dallas. I don't remember the last time I've been excited for a WWE pay-per-view, but I am excited. I can't wait for Dallas. It's going to be a good one. I think the last time I was actually excited for a WWE pay-per-view was probably WrestleMania 26. Great match here on Genesis, and Zach Payne, like the dirty heel he is, steals the win against Xander Slate. Which, fair enough, Xander Slate would have done the exact same if given the opportunity. And Justin Sane returned a measure of payback against Xander Slate. Indeed he did, costing Slate a victory. Now Slate suffering from a downward status effect. While Zach Payne's racking him up. He's got a stacked, 2 stacked upwards arrow and a rocket. TakeOver Dallas, man. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Zayn. Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. The Revival versus American Alpha. Bailey versus Asuka. It's good, dude. It's a good one. It's a good card. Yeah, if Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy don't debut on the Raw after WrestleMania, I'll be a little bit upset. Yeah, and Balor versus Joe. I forgot the biggest match of the card. I'm not so much excited for that one, though. The first one was good, but I'm just not a big fan of either Balor or Joe, so it's not like a match I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm probably most excited for the tag team title match. And also Austin Aries debuting. If Baron Corbin doesn't put him over, I'll be a little bit upset. What's up, Lewis? Just in time for the first ever CMV Vixen's Tables match here on Saturday Night Genesis. A pick your poison bout, of course. Rivals Castle Fave, Mama LaFave, and rival Big Bad Briggs agreeing to participate in this game. Pick your poison, and Briggs throwing at Cass. Morgan Black and a tables match. And of course, Briggs' bout will be on next week's Fusion. Cass gets to choose her opponent and her match type. That's true, but I'm a big fan of Samoa Joe's back rolls, man. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I definitely think Joe's going to win, though, and Balor's got to debut. Balor's run his course in NXT. It's time for him to go. It's not pronounced Morgwan, believe it or not, but it is the night of the Morgans. You're correct, Rifted. Because later on tonight, Morgan Jackson will be going toe-to-toe with Oliver Kane of Foreign Affairs. Made it through Mike Miles last week, and now Chris Andrews throwing Oliver Kane at him. Yeah, but they just reignited that stupid Total Divas versus Real Divas storyline, hellish. So Bayley's not on Total Divas, Eva is. That's why she's on that tag team. They had that rivalry like before last year's WrestleMania. They're just rehashing it. It's dumb. It's stupid. Nobody cares. Bathroom break match. And here she comes, old Mama LaFayette. You can tell, obviously, doesn't have Thomas Sullivan in her corner tonight. Can't have ringside support in a tables match. We don't want any shenanigans. So he's going to have to be watching from backstage. Much like Arn Balmer will have to, most likely for Amber's match on Fusion. I can't assume that Cat's going to take it easy on Briggs. She's probably going to throw something big at her. Certainly Briggs not taking it easy on the Mama. Hey, at least she might not be on NXT anymore, so that's what matters for me. I watch that every week, so not seeing Eva Marie will be nice. And I think it was so dumb that they brought Emma back up, but not with Dana Brooke. They freaking put her with Summer Rae. Come on. Her and Dana Brooke. I actually liked Emma and Dana Brooke. They were a nice little duo there on NXT. I hope Emma's staying on NXT. I hope she's not back on the main roster. They'll just ruin her again, but enough about that for now as we get into Vixen's action here. Morgan Black and Mama LaFave going at it. Morgan Black undefeated since her return a couple weeks back. Cass LaFave was until she took that loss to Amber Briggs on last week's Monday Night Fusion. Morgan Black kicking out Cass's knee there. Stuns her for a moment, allows Black to capitalize. Irish Hook going to put her out in the ring apron. Yes, it does. This is a tables match. The only way to win, as Edith would put it, is to place your opponent gently through a table. No, you got to throw him through it. No pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications. As you see here, a steel chair. Ooh, well scouted by Mama. Just elbow to the chair into Morgan's face. It is a tables match, but all weapons are legal. As dang, Morgan's spine looks like cracked in two. Excuse me. Morgan Black now lifting Caster here. He kicked to the midsection. Look at that. That athleticism. Look how high she's getting up those kicks. My God. One after another, rocking LaFave. Oh my God, onto the chair. Spine buster. My God. And as you can obviously tell, no countouts. That was nasty. Not a great way for LaFave to start this match. Nice counter there, though, into a clothesline. Now she's got the chair. Oh, right into the nether region. And a second time, but Morgan's had enough. And where is Cass going now? Brings the chair into the ring. Morgan ain't about that life. She's gingerly strolling around to the other side. Maybe going to try to pick up that table there. Yes, she is. Cass LaFave tosses the chair out of the ring, gets caught face first with that wooden table. Now targeting the arm. You want to soften up your all limbs of your opponents here in a tables match. Make them easy to soften them up, place on the table. Finish this bout off. Jawbreaker there. Staggers Cass LaFave. Dragons! LaFave One of the first Vixens ever here on the scene in CMV. Ooh, lag. Where are you coming from? Look at this pump handle toss by Mama right into the barricade. Looks like Morgan might have smacked her head right off of it. That's not good. And Cass, what's she looking to do with that table? Just chucks it out of the ring. Careful, you don't want to break it. Now Morgan picks up the table. Cass has the chair again. All we need is a ladder now. I don't know if you can bring out ladders in a tables match, though. Oh! Right to the ribs, and a second time. Oh, my God! Onto the chair! On top of the table! A DDT! This match is absolutely full of spots. And Cass ain't done! Oh, my God! Coney Island Cyclone onto the corner of the table. Shout out to her own baby boy, Timmy Boy the Timster. What a sight it would be, ladies and gentlemen, to see Tim LaFave as the undisputed champion and his mom as Vixen's champion. That was amazing. DDT onto the chair on top of the table. And Morgan is now rocked. Cass in firm control. Morgan's not done yet, though. Looking for her comeback. There's one clothesline. There's a second clothesline. Ducks the Cass's clothesline attempt. There's a nice super kick. How do you like them apples? What's up, Tomcat? As Morgan Black gonna put Cass in the corner, looking for her signature, that monkey flip, and then a crossbody off the top. Cass ain't having it, though, as we get a tweet here from Cassie Maverick. She says, just hanging out backstage. I got a lot on my mind. Stay tuned. What? As tell y'all where the bear sits. She says, just hanging out backstage. I got a lot on my mind. Stay tuned as tell y'all where the bear sits. I think Cass might be a little bit drunk. She doesn't have a match, so fair enough. Can't tell her how to live her life. As Morgan sets up the table here, folks. Looking to end this one. Meanwhile, LaFave, I think, just went for her finisher. Luckily, Morgan able to, a little bit quicker on the draw, able to stop that from happening. Cass LaFave, though, former two-time Vixen's champion. Or, I meant Cassie Maverick, I meant to say there. A former two-time Vixen's champion, coming off a loss at a live event a few nights ago. Teaming up with Quinn Bell. As the debuting Mariah and Aura got the win there. And Morgan Black now some stiff elbows right to the forehead of LaFave. Now, Kurt Angle, he's on his retirement tour, isn't he? He, like, fought Drew, and he fought Lashley, and he fought Rey Mysterio at some other promotional event. I'm pretty sure he's on, like, his farewell tour right now. He's retiring, isn't he? I'm pretty sure as Morgan Black now gonna... Oh, this is bad. This isn't looking good for Mama, guys. Cass up on top. There we go. Nice counter. She realized she was in trouble. But the LaFave's, of course, known for not taking risks. They're old school. Ain't going off the top. Ain't beating around the bush as Morgan now set up on the table like she's about to get surgery done on her. And LaFave taking a loop around up to the second turnbuckle. Off it. Oh, the elbow drop, and Cass gonna bring home the victory. Dang, Cass landed bad on that. I hope she didn't hurt herself, but nonetheless, she gets the victory with an elbow drop off the second. Look at the way she landed on that, though. I don't like the way she landed. Looks like she's okay. As Mama gets the victory, winning the first ever CMV Vixen's Tables match. I've never seen this Vixen's victory animation, by the way. This is a new Vixen's victory celebration. Maybe it's just for tables match. I'm not sure. What's up, Kai? That wasn't a bad finish. I mean, Cass LaFave nearly killed herself with the way she landed, but hey, celebrates that victory. Amber Briggs' challenge wasn't enough to keep her down. What is Mama going to choose for Briggs to go through on Fusion? We'll have to wait and see. As up next, we have some light heavyweight action coming our way. The title match that will be taking place next week. We don't know if it'll either be on Fusion or Genesis. We don't have to wait to see these two go at it. Non-title match here. Andrew Briggs, the reigning champ. Andrew Briggs, I should say, not Biggs, the reigning champ. Going toe-to-toe with the Southern Belle, Christopher Ann, who earned this opportunity by, alongside Parker, putting down Andrew Briggs and Carlos in tag action. And of course, also defeating Paul Anderson in his debut. Caught the eye as Cyborg, and he was announced as a number one contender. Coming out after Briggs' loss to Pain on last week's Genesis. And Motion that the title's going to be coming home with him pretty soon. And we get a tweet here from Big Bad Briggs, who obviously was watching from backstage or at home, wherever she is. She says, "My poison wasn't lethal, but there's always next time. Hashtag your turn." And indeed, it will be Cass's turn. What will be her poison? And here we get a tweet from Cass to follow that up. She says, "Thanks, Dashing. I'm fine. As for Briggs, I've got something special in mind for her." So Cass is fine. That's good to hear. She landed bad, but she got lucky. She got lucky, not injured. And she has something special in mind for Briggs. I don't like the sound of that. I saw that. Thank you, J-Rod. I appreciate that, my man. Much thanks. Bless. As here he comes, the CMV light heavyweight champion. Has had a rocky reign thus far, taking a lot of losses to the likes of in that tag bout against Parker and Christopher Ann, and last week against Zach Payne. But I guess we'll have to wait and see if he can get it done when the title's on the line, when it matters most, in his first championship defense against this man, Christopher Ann. And Briggs has the opportunity here tonight to prove that he can get it done one-on-one, that it wasn't a fluke win over Levi Marta late last month when he won the championship. And Levi Marta, we haven't seen or heard from since he lost that championship. He's kind of gone dark. But the Southern Belle definitely bursting onto the scene here in CMV, defeating Paul Anderson in his debut match. Here we go, non-title match. The light heavyweight champion, Andrew Briggs, the Southern Belle, Christopher Ann, the ring bell dings as we kick things off and get that close-up on the dude in the blue shirt. And Briggs right out of the gate with that back rotation suplex. We just saw Cass in action. That's her old signature right there. Maybe Briggs trying to, like, you know, I don't know, send a message to Cass there on behalf of his sister Amber. Oh! Nice inverted suplex. Tomcat, I've seen you a lot in the stream, so I'll tell you what. Just whisper me your cause name. You don't have to join the site. I'll check out your call. Just whisper me his name, and I'll see if I can find him later. Because I see you in the stream a lot, so that tells me you'll be active. You'll be in the stream, so that's good enough for me. And Cody, you too. I always call you Cody. You're Cody. I don't care. You do that. You do that too, Cody, because I see you in here a lot as well. Both of you private message me or whisper me your cause names. As Christopher Ann with the boot to the jaw, gonna rock Briggs. Quickly back to his feet though, and spins him around, goes for a waist lock. Briggs ain't about that life. Another counter after counter after counter here. What are we gonna get? The electric chair and the roaring elbow, my favorite move. He's Cody Rhodes, confirmed. Type in chat. You're asking me. I can't type in the chat. I'm on my Xbox One. I don't have a computer near me or anything. Just click on my name. Send me a private message. You don't have to whisper me. Nice launch there by Briggs. Takes and down. All right, I got him, Tomcat. I'll check him out after the stream, my friend. Irish whip sends Briggs hard into the turnbuckle there. Ooh, Fisherman's neck breaker, one of my actual favorite moves. And Christopher Ann looking for the first pinfall attempt of the match here. Yeah, whisper me your nudes as well. 1, 2. Oh, got a close call already for Ann here in this match. And still a lot to get to. Up next, our Cyborg Invitational bout of the evening. We'll see Slick B take on Ringo Max from the top. And what is he looking for here? Elbow drop, but well scouted there by Andrew Briggs. And right back to his feet. We've also got Oliver Kane of Foreign Affairs going toe-to-toe with their foe and Morgan Jackson. And then our main event we'll see Corporation faithful Nelson Jr. go at it with Brian Novak. As we're going to get 3 amigos. The fans counting in unison. As we get another pinfall attempt by Ann, who's just desperate to get this victory here and prove that Briggs' title reign is coming to an end. Topher, the only thing that I want to see is your big dirty Junos. So please send me a picture of that, Topher. Let's all wish Topher a happy birthday, by the way. His birthday was yesterday, but I didn't stream, so. Oh, nice Falcon arrow off the top. All right, I'll remember that. I'll remember that name, Cody, so don't worry. I got you. I got you, mama. Josh Oliver, I'll check him out. Reverse chin lock now by Briggs. Middle of the ring. Oh, and looking to break free. A couple elbows to the ribs. Suck in the air out of the light heavyweight champion. Briggs just forcing Ann to smell his armpit. Look at that. Shout out to the undisputed world heavyweight champion Christopher Ann. With the follow-away slam there. Christopher Ann paying homage to Randy Borton. Alright, I got it, Cody. I got it. Thank you. There you go. You whispered it to me. There we go. Can you debut? You're not going to debut on this episode. I'll see if I can find him on the community creations after the stream is over. As Briggs goes up top. Might have been looking for his finisher. That 630 senton. But Christopher Ann too quick. Back to his feet. The next time I'm streaming will be on Friday there, Cody. Oh, but cool. Christopher Ann gets caught with the that back suplex neckbreaker combo. And we get a tweet here from John Reed. He says, validation. T and Lee. Oh, wait a minute. Christopher Ann with that leaping knee strike out of thin air. Might have just knocked Andrew Briggs out. No, able to get the shoulder up. And here's that tweet from John Reed. He says, validation. T and Lee, the Fallen want to validate our place here in CMV. Hashtag the Fallen shall rise. Hashtag validation. So the Fallen, new tag team on the scene, calling out T and Lee here. Saying they want to prove they belong. Maybe asking T and Lee for a match. That's okay, Topher. I still love you. As Briggs is now rolling, puts Ann in the corner. Counter again by the Southern Belle, though. I think it's just people who aren't used to using those kind of sights there, Lewis. For emotions. I'm only, I think, oh, wait a minute. What is this? Victory roll off the top. Should have hooked it in for the pin. That might have been it. Now goes for the pin. Maybe he doesn't have pin combo. He's not smart enough to go for the pin right after the move. Because pretty much everyone that's on the site right now are people who have used form motion before. I always use form motion, so. Oh, look at that! Christopher Ann Irish whipped into the corner, but began to climb it instead of getting tossed into it. And a cheeky little cunt. Oh, now thrown rib first into the security wall. Elbow to the back of the head. Going to follow that up with a float over neck breaker. Targeting that neck heavily in this match is the CMV light heavyweight champion. Catches him with an elbow on the ring apron and then a leg drop to follow it up. Nice combination. If this is any tell of what their actual championship match will be like, it's going to be a good one as Andrew Briggs up to the top. Oh, shooting star press. Hit with such awe as he soared through the air. Not done, though. Another one. But that backfire. Should have gone for the pin after the first one. And now it's going to cost them as the Southern Belle looking for another one of those leaping knee strikes. There it is. No, wait a minute. Counter by Briggs into a Hurricane Rana. 1, 2. Oh, no! Yes, I did, Tim. Like, oh my God, Tim, pay attention. And Briggs saw that leaping knee strike coming, got hit with it once in this match, didn't want to feel it a second time. Nice swinging neckbreaker there by Ann. Alexa off. I didn't even say her name. I don't know why she turned on. Hooks the leg, does Ann. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. That was my cop impersonation. I hope you liked it, Topher. Oh! Nice reel him in there. Big Chris Adams fan. Everybody's a big Chris Adams fan. I can't blame him. As this match continues, that both guys just refusing to stay down. Don't want to give the other an edge heading into their title match. Oh, and looks like he's trying to size Briggs up for another leaping knee strike, or perhaps a shining wizard. Tries to snap that neck in half. Flips him over right into the cover. 1, 2. No, come on. Both men struggling to even get back to their feet here in this match. Oh! And so close to hitting another leaping knee strike. But Briggs with the quickness, man, cutting him off just before he did. Oh, look at this. The light heavyweight champion now stealing the Southern Belle's own signature move and using it against him. That shining wizard there, but he's not done. Oh! Oh, again! Briggs again! Countering the leaping knee strike. 1, 2. Oh, counter by Ann. 1, 2. Oh, what a match. Oh, and Christopher Ann trying to escape up to the top rope, but Briggs not allowing it to happen. Oh, counter by Ann now. So we get a response from Timmy Boy towards John Reed. He says, we got a busy schedule, my friend, but show us what you got against some of the other amazing teams in CMV, and maybe there will be a spot for you to face us in the future. So Tim saying that the Fallons have proved themselves a little bit more before they give them a match. As the light heavyweight champ again going for a single knee gutbuster. Ann's had enough of that, and they'll reverse the DT to counter. Right into the pin. 1, 2. No, still not staying down. What a match, man.
I gotta tell you, these guys are in the best I've ever seen them in.
Oh, airplane spin late into this bout. Briggs might be hurling up his lunch. He thought the canvas would break off of an airplane spin. Oh, another shining wizard, though. Might finally be enough to end this match if Ann can get to the pin anytime soon. There we go. Shoots the half. 1, 2. No, got there too late. And these Warriors, they're putting it all on the line. This isn't even the championship match. I can't imagine what's going to happen next week. Like I said earlier, neither one of these guys just want to give their foe an edge heading into that championship bout. As the champ once again going to steal his opponent's own signature move and use it against him. And Better Than You, a.k.a. Ziegler, sending a tweet towards Tim saying, lies, where's my match, bitch? As Briggs goes for a pin. What? That was 3. Are you kidding me? What's up, Dynamic? Yes, you are late. This is the 4th match of the night. How is that not a 3? Oh, but this might be a 3 if Briggs can get off what I think he's going for. Yes, the 630 senton. Oh, landed right on his dick, too. That's like surprise butt sex from the top rope. Might have just crushed his sack and all. Poor Ann. 1, 2, 3. Dear God, rest in peace, Ann. That was a 630 senton onto the dick and balls. Oh my God, rip, man. That was nasty, but what a match. And the light heavyweight champ comes out on top, proving that he deserves to be champion. Alexa off. I don't know why it keeps turning on. Proving that he deserves to be champion, but the question is, will he be able to do that again next week when it matters most and the title is on the line? As now we get a response from Tim towards Ziggler here. And he says, maybe you want to focus on your poor singles career before you think about taking on me and Lee. Dang, Tim going straight savage on Ziggler. And I mean, fair enough, Ziggler's been struggling as of late to pick up victories on his way to defend his Anarchy title against Zach Payne in 3 weeks' time at Homecoming. What an absolute breathtaking match, though, and what a finish. I don't know if Christopher Ant's even going to be able to make it to the title match next week. And here's that finish. Up to the top goes Briggs over the referee with the 630 senton on to the nether region. And Christopher Ant's like, oh, I kind of like that a little bit. Before he passed out in utter pain. As we get a tweet from the sister of Andrew here, Big Bad Briggs. She says, the Briggs family just don't lay down. Hashtag fight Briggs fight. And fair enough, the light heavyweight champion wants the ring to himself, telling the ref to get out of here as he celebrates that victory. Ref, I don't know what a riff is. Telling the ref to get out of here. Stupid riff. And Briggs now has himself an upwards arrow. Oh, while Ann's suffering a couple of downwards effects here. We're going to have to go into the Superstar page after the show ends, because I gotta check out. I don't know what that Hayden Hart thing was, and I don't know what those mean for Ann there either, so we'll check it out afterwards. Are you right there, Tim? Troy Voodoo. Here we go, folks, as the night continues. Up next, oh, look at this. John Reed tweeting out to Ziggler saying that the Fallen will take on Ziggler and a partner of his choosing. Saying, Ziggler, go find yourself a poor tag team partner and face us. And we'll prove that we deserve a match against T and Lee. And now here's Ziggler responding to Tim. He said, who said anything about Lee? All I want is the chance to show the wrong tag champ is getting the title shots. So Ziggler saying he doesn't care about T and Lee. He only cares about T. He only cares about Tim. And we've seen that. It's been very apparent the past couple of months. Ziggler relentlessly targeting Tim in tweets and in interviews. I actually talked with Ziggler when he was on the show at the live event earlier this week. Asked him why he's been targeting Tim, and Ziggler just saying, I'm going to make him put on those pants. I'm going to make him, show his true self. He's a poser. He's fake. He's not real with the fans. And I'm going to show everybody that. I'm going to prove it. Homecoming is 3 weeks away. So we got 2 more fusions, 2 more Genesises. And then after Homecoming, of course, we begin our road to ascendance with the 4th annual Royal Rumble matches. Here he comes, the real G, Slick B, the leader of the Minutemen, looking to finally score a mark in the win column here in the Cyborg Invitational as he takes on the Austrian Death Machine, Ringo Max. Yeah, you've missed 4 matches. This is the 5th match of the night, Maury. Still to come after this, we've got Oliver Kane, a one-on-one with Morgwan Jackson. And our main event, we'll see Nelson Jr. battle Brian Novak. And here he comes, the man who defeated Fear last week to score his first victory in the Invitational. Currently at 1-2. Of course, leading the pack are Xander Slayton, Justin Sane tied with 2-0. 2 wins, no losses. Then we got Sushi in third. He's the 2 wins, 2 losses. And then it's Quantum and Fear, I believe. Both been at 1-1. 1 win, 1 loss each. And then it's Jackson Jordan, who's got no wins, 1 loss, taking that loss to Sane earlier this week on Fusion. And then, of course, Ringo and Slick B to finish it off. I saw that, Tomcat. I got it. I got you. I got you, mama. I synced it. I synced it. Here we go. Definitely a mismatched bout here. Slick B toe-to-toe with the Austrian Death Machine, and Ringo ain't backing down. Ain't about that life. And Tim here with a tweet responding to Ziegler saying, "All right, Ziegler, I'll humor you. If you can win a singles match next week, I'll take you one-on-one the week before homecoming, but only if you win." So Tim saying if Ziegler can finally win himself a match next week, that Tim will give him about a one-on-one match before homecoming. Yeah, you missed Quantum Hayden, you missed Xander Payne, you missed Cass, Morgan Black, and you just missed that last match, Andrew Briggs, Christopher Ann. And now here's Slick B at Ringo Max, as Slick's actually got the advantage right now. Dallas isn't on right now, Maury. That's Friday. It's actually live. Please chill. Regular NXT is on tonight. Oh, the NXT episode tonight. I don't know what it is because Samoa Joe is battling Bull Dempsey. I remember the package for that. What a match that's going to be, I bet. And now Ryan Kent throwing in his opinion, adding his food for thought, targeting Ziegler, saying, "Oh, shut up, please. The only thing you can be is an injured Slick B." And speaking of Slick B, goes for the cover, just a 1 count, though. Oh! A nice attitude adjustment pile driver as Ringo gets the 2 count. Now we got a net crank here by Ringo Max, targeting Slick B. I'm sure Tim is marking out right now as the Austrian Death Machine. Just going to pick apart his opponent here. Oh! What a DDT, turning Ringo Max inside out. Well, I don't know about that, Cody, because Ryan Kent actually defeating Matt Jefferson on Fusion earlier this week, earning an international title shot in 3 weeks' time at Homecoming. He's going to challenge Jamari Williams, an old rivalry reignited almost a year after the first time they went at when Jamari first debuted. You know, Jamari was a newcomer. Ryan Kent was Mr. Money in the Bank. Fast forward a year, Jamari's international champion. Ryan Kent looking to take that title from him. Yeah, I got it, Ellis. I got you. Snapmare there by Slick B now. Reverse chinlock. Good strategy by Slick. Try to keep Ringo down as much as he can. Keep him grounded. That's not going to last very long, though. Ringo breaking free. Oh! I think he was going for Schrodinger's kill. Slick caught him, though. Ooh, what a Hurricane Rana. Slick can surprise you from time to time, pulling out these athletic maneuvers. Pinfall attempt after that. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Excuse me. Ooh, there you go. Rolling neck snap. Oh, springboard moonsault. The height that Slick B got on that, though. Like 20 feet above the ring. My goodness. Ooh, a chop there. Here it comes. Schrodinger's kill now. Grabs a hold of Slick's tights, busts him wide open, and all that. Bandana not protecting him. And an elbow drop. Ringo ain't even going for the pin. Wants to make sure the job is done. Oh, look at this. Wasting no time is Max. He doesn't care about flaunting around. He cares about the win. With the Banshee's call. Shoots the half. 1, 2, 3. And Ringo Max gonna put down the legit G. And now Ringo tying Sushi. Both men with 2 wins and 2 losses. Slick B putting up a fight. A much better fight. Yeah, he flew. A much better fight, I should say, than he did against Fear. And LaFave tweeting out saying, what a match that would be next week, Ziggler. Kent versus you. You think you can handle my rebellion brother? So maybe we got something cooking here. Ziggler versus Ryan Kent next week, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Rifted just wants the title. All the titles on the line all the time. In Rifted's world. In the perfect world for Rifted. Oh, by the way, Rifted, the fam wants to say Papa Bless for a dank Outback meal. You know, CMV brought to you by Outback. We sung songs about you the whole time, Rifted. I told the waitress, I said, yeah. You know the man. You know Omega Z, you know Quantum, you know Blizzard. Yeah, he gave us these, so you better watch out. Yeah, you don't have to ask me to make tweets there, Tomcat. You can tweet whenever you want. I might not read some if I don't think they're important. But, you know, important enough. You know, really important. But you can tweet whenever you want. As up next, here we go. Co-main event of the evening on edition number 34 of Saturday Night Genesis. It's going to be Foreign Affairs. Remember, Oliver Kane trying to do what Mike Miles could not last week. And that's defeat Morgan Jackson, who's made it his mission to tear apart Foreign Affairs. And he's done a good job of that thus far. Of course, putting Sebastian Crawford out of action, popping out his kneecap with a crowbar. And then, like I said, Mike Miles, despite a great effort, not able to put down the OG last week. And now it's Oliver Kane's turn. If Oliver can't do it, there will only be one man left standing, and that's the Bloody Brit, Chris Andrews. The Bloody Brit's just throwing everyone at Morgan. Like, here's Sebastian, here's Mike Miles, here's Oliver Kane. You know, don't hurt me. But the Bloody Brit soon might have to face the music if Kane can't get the job done here tonight. We're going to have this entrance back-to-back as Brian Novak, of course, in the main event against Nelson Jr. The Night of the Bats. Even though these aren't no DQ matches. No, he did. He did. In the promo, I saw him. Chris Andrews ran up and pushed Sebastian Crawford into Morgan. I saw it with my own eyes, Topher. And now we get a tweet here from MLP. Apparently, Michael Lee Pratt, maybe a new CMV prospect, I'm not sure. But either way, he says, I'm coming, and when I come, I will get into the veins of CMV, and stay there forever. As we get a Better Than Senior tweet to follow that up, he says, I'll redeem my first pinfall loss by defeating Novak. Not only Nelson Clan would like this win, also my new partner. As here comes Oliver Kane. Nelson Jr., of course, referencing he and Quantum's little get-together earlier this week on Fusion. Quantum approaching Nelson and saying, hey, you know, really, like screw the corporation. We should be, a team. We should watch each other's backs. You know, I'll help you take care of the Minutemen. You watch my back. You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And Nelson Jr. offering a handshake to Quantum to solidify their union. But Nelson Jr., a corporation faithful, while we still don't know if Quantum's a part of Triple H's merry band, still if he's still loyal. As we finally get a response from Ziggler towards both Tim and Kent. He says, how cute. Look at all the little people having each other's backs. All right, you got your match. So Ziggler agreeing to a match against Ryan Kent next week. Whether it'll be on Fusion or Genesis, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait to hear from Cole Savage. But Ziggler and Kent next week. And if Ziggler can beat Kent, Tim LaFave will give the Anarchy Champion the match he's been wanting for months. And Tim responds by saying, don't cry because you have no friends. Tim with the savagery tonight. As here he comes, the OG. Looking mean as always, looking ready to go, looking to get things done. Looking to tear down yet another Foreign Affairs member. Whew, that was a nice one. So here we go. Referee rings the bell, collar and elbow, middle of the ring. The two men meet, and of course, the lengthy, tall Oliver Kane wrapping his tentacles around Morgan Jackson. Oliver Kane creeps me out, man. He doesn't look human. He's too white for me. I don't like white people. And yeah, Ziggler making a lot of enemies as of late, because also he started that ish with Parker, let's remember, when Ziggler was my guest on commentary for the live event. He started all that ish with Parker and Mariah. So Mariah tweeting out right here saying, all of you wait in line. Parker will be the first to dethrone Ziggler. His tentacles, yes. He's not human. I said testicles, Maury. He wrapped his testicles around him. Please listen. I mean, I warned you, Ziggler. I said when I had you on commentary that you're talking too much ish. Irish whip there. Kane rebounds off the ropes right into a nice spine buster. Remnants of Paul Anderson there. And of course, Oliver Kane hopefully taking note of what happened last week during Mike Miles' run at Morgan Jackson. Mike Miles got ahead of himself, let his emotions get the better of him. He charged full force at Morgan, and Morgan simply tripped him up to pin him. Used his own momentum against him. Oh, what a big boot! The Octopus Oliver Kane. That's a good nickname. That's definitely his new confirmed nickname there, Topher. As this fight gets taken outside of the ring, referee to count of 2. Elbow drop to the thigh. 3 now. I mean, please simmer down, Michael Cole, all right? I don't think Morgan Jackson's dead yet. He took 1 elbow drop to the thigh. I think he'll be okay. I don't think Oliver Kane will, though. Oh! Dropped. Like, kidney first onto the barricade wall there. And Oliver Kane looking to ditch this match here, maybe. No, he gets back in the ring. Count of 7. Morgan Jackson exits now. There we go. Both men back in. Finally. And Oliver Kane going to take the fight back outside. No, pulls back into a pendulum backbreaker. Covers the pin. That looks like it should be a rope break. But I guess it's not. The referee's in charge. He didn't think it was a rope break. And Morgan Jackson kicks out on his own anyhow. Ooh, knife edge chop. Woo! And again, woo! Not a third time, though. Morgan's had enough. His chest is lit up like a Christmas tree. And then a German suplex turning Kane inside out. The Brit getting bashed relentlessly in the back of his head, nearly getting driven through the canvas. Nice counter by Kane. Hopping on one leg to trip up Morgan. Immediately flips him over for a pinfall attempt. Just a 2 count, though. And barely at that. Booby Stead Rodriguez. Morgan Jackson gets back into control. There'll just come a point where I announce a Dragon Screw as I can't wait for that day. As Oliver Kane now up top. Kane's been in control for the better part of this match. Now he drops an elbow. Looks like his knee kind of landed in Morgan's junk as well. What's up with everybody hitting these top rope maneuvers down onto the dick lately? And there's that beautiful bridging butterfly suplex. Such technique. It's art. It's moving art. That's what Morgan Jackson performs in the ring. Alexa, off. Like, am I saying anything that even, like, almost sounds like her name? She keeps turning on over and over again. Yeah, hey, there's a Dragon Screw. I don't think I ever said Dragon Screw. Maybe the first time ever. As Morgan now goes for a surfboard stretch, but Oliver Kane immediately back to his feet. Oliver Kane, well, the Bloody Brit, I'm sure he's smiling backstage from ear to ear because it's looking like Kane's got Morgan Jackson's number. And Kane has yet to even get himself a victory in CMV career. He's only had a handful of matches, to be fair. He's usually a manager for Mike Miles and Andrews rather than a competitor. Oh, look at this tweet by Kent. He says, if I win the title at the pay-per-view, I will put it on the line every week until the next pay-per-view. So the fire started. Wait a minute. Oliver Kane with that deadlift German and a nice bridge of his own. Just a 2 count, though. Ryan Kent saying if he dethrones Jamari Williams and wins the international title at Homecoming, he will put the title on the line every week. Spear by Morgan Jackson. Last ditch effort. Took it all out of him. Oh, and still can't get the 3. What an announcement, though, by Kent, man. That's some balls right there. And indeed, he says, hashtag step it up. Oh, where was... That was pretty funny. Oliver Kane just ran right into Morgan's knee, trying to go up to the top rope. That backfired, though. Well, that's if Ryan Kent can even beat Jamari Williams. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know. Can't take anything away from Jamari. It'll definitely be a hard-fought bout and a good one to see it. Well, we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and find out what goes on. What goes down at Homecoming. Last dance of the year. Oh my God, what is Oliver doing here? Going for a suicide dive over the top. Oh my God. Morgan sidesteps it. Jesus, rest in peace, Oliver Kane. Next day released. He's dead. Oh my God, he landed like head first. Oh, look at this tweet from Jamari. He says, okay, show off. Kent, if you're that brave, then fair enough. I'll put my title on the line the night after when I win, and I will let my opponent choose the stipulation. Hashtag step down, you midget. Dang. So Jamari's saying if he retains against Kent at the pay-per-view, he'll put his title on the line the next night, and he'll let his opponent, whoever it may be, choose the stipulation. Dang, Ken and Jamari, they're just trying to one-up each other. He said, nah, fam. As this match rages on, it's been a great one thus far. I can't believe both men are still standing. Hey, single knee face breaker. Shout out to Kent. And we still got our main event to come, let's remember. Nelson Jr. and Brian Novak one-on-one. Uh-oh, we've already seen this end one match tonight. Dirty heel tactics. 1, 2. No, Morgan Jackson ain't about that life. The OG ain't going to go down like that. Ain't going to go down like a chump. Goes for a grapple. Does Oliver Kane. Gets caught with a Russian leg sweep instead, though. Morgan maybe gonna look for it? No. Morgan's not really a dirty heel. He doesn't care what people think about him. He's just here for one thing and one thing only, and he's made that clear. That's to take out the disgrace that is foreign affairs. They're an embarrassment to his home country. That's what Morgan thinks. And now we got an arm lock cinched in by Kane. Morgan trying to fight back to his feet. Can he break free, though? Yes, he does. Can he capitalize? That's the question, Irish. What we're going to find out. Puts Kane in the corner. Oh, and a player's boot. With the quickness. I think he's going for the pin. Oh, here comes the dirty heel pin. Now, there we go. Only a matter of time. Feet on the rope. 1, 2. No, Oliver Kane ain't about that life either. Kane might look like a white stick, you know, but he ain't no chump either. Oh, that sit-out sidewalk slam took just as much out of Morgan as it did Oliver. Both men just trying to get back to their feet as quickly as they can. Oh, we're going to see the terminating spike. Jackson's had enough, and there it is. Another foreign affairs member terminated. 1, 2, 3. Morgan Jackson making the rounds, and now all that stands, all that remains left standing is the bloody Brit, Chris Andrews, backed into a corner by the OG Morgan Jackson. And if I were Andrews, I would have some nerves. I would be quaking in my loafers, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be happy about the results here. As the OG continues on an impressive winning streak, tearing his way through the ranks of foreign affairs and the rest of the CMV roster. Tim, it was a terrible couple of seconds without you, my friend. That player's boot right there, that angle made it look nasty as hell. He snapped his neck in two. Never trying to step because you know you can compete. And here's that terminating spike. No one gets up from this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Got that stuffy nose business. The original Gangster Edith. Get it right. You're not disgrace this man's name as he celebrates his victory. Now the question is, will Andrew step up, be man enough? Will he fall like the rest of his comrades? And will he send the OG packing? As now it is main event time, my friends. My fine feathered friends, the Corporation of Faithful, Nelson Jr., the man who will not let you forget that he is undefeated in singles action, goes toe-to-toe with the NXT legend, the longest reigning champion in CMV history, and the man who eliminated Nelson Jr., gave him his first pinfall loss at Cause and Effect, Brian Novak. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something cooking here, and I hope that my good friends can make it happen, because I'm thinking that our guests for the live event this week should be both one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Tim LaFave, and once again, the Anarchy Champion, Ziegler. Both of them can join me for commentary. I'd love to see that happen. We'll have to see if they can make it here to the studio, though, in time. Those are the greatest kinds, though, Rifted. We have to have a whole card with just everyone facing their own cause going at it. That would be great. Knows why you do this. Why you Judas knows. I don't think I had to make them go on a shoot. I'm pretty sure they would literally shoot each other. Here he comes, the young upstart, the man who's just about as full of himself as can be. Versus his mom. Randy Nelson Jr. makes his way to the ring, looking to get some payback towards the NXT legend, and prove that his elimination in that cause and effect tag match was nothing more than a lucky break. Of course, as soon as Novak eliminated Nelson, he got eliminated himself by Quantum. He's unpinned, unsubmitted in singles competition when the moon is waxing crescent. Is a waxing crescent. Said beautifully by Rifted himself. That's a good one. And as always, the arena goes completely pitch black. The fans are on the edge of their seats waiting to hear those heartbeats that tell of his arrival. After the hardships he's faced with Quantum these past couple of months since debuting here on Fusion and Genesis, Novak looks to continue to wage his war against the corporation, but on a new front. Taking down the lapdog, known as Nelson Jr., would certainly be a good start. Jamari botching the correction there. Commentary. Whatever you want to call it, it's your life. Live it how you see fit. Novak always lays the pipe. He somehow he got a pipe, but I don't know why he didn't use his metal bat that one time against Quantum. He used a metal pipe. Maybe it's an optical illusion. Maybe that bat is actually a pipe. The bat opens up and there is a pipe inside of it. Here we go. Main event of Saturday Night Genesis, my friends and family, my fine feathered foes and hobgoblins and all that. CMV faithfuls. It is time to go as we are just 3 weeks away from homecoming, and Novak right out of the gate, very aggressive towards the young up-and-comer. Novak lays the pipe. That would be a great shirt. What's up, Derek? Novak has the dankest goggles available on CMVshop.com for only $99.99. $999.99. $999.99. And shipping is 20 extra bucks. And now we get a tweet here from the Bloody Brit himself. Slow clap. Well done, Jackson. You took out Crawford, then the powerhouse that is Miles, as well as the octopus Oliver Kane. Now you face me, the Bloody Brit, at homecoming. So Chris Andrews stepping up, challenging Morgan Jackson to a match at homecoming. Will we see the demise of Foreign Affairs, or can Andrews finally take down his aggressor? As this main event match, bibbidi boppity, rolls on. Nelson Jr. with a nice counter. What is he going for here? Ooh, Indian deathlock. Or a submission leg lock, as Michael Cole would call it. Vintage Cole. Randy Orton cotton candy. That sounds something that I would definitely buy all of that. Rope break there for Nelson. Good call by the referee. We don't want any screw jobs. Brian Novak now. Nice lift up suplex. Nelson Jr. certainly a type of opponent you want to try to keep grounded. Very fast-paced. Very fast-paced. You blink, you miss him. Keep him out of the air. Keep him from avoiding you. Swinging neckbreaker there. Nice, nice, nice. 1, 2, milk-flavored cotton candy. Yes. Oh, what a slobber knocker. Falcon punch it. I miss the Falcon punch. Rest in peace, Zach Falcon. Greatest CMV superstar of all time. Future Hall of Famer for sure. As Brian Novak keeps up the assault here. Have you heard a goat get choked before there, Derek? I don't know exactly what that sounds like, but Novak, I know what this is. The Tower of London. Sends Nelson Jr. with a chipped tooth there as he crashed face first into the canvas. Novak now flips him over. 1, 2. It's available on CMVshop.com. Randy Borton flavored cotton candy. It's milk flavored. You're going to love it. And it also comes with a side of vitamins and a prayer book. Nelson Jr. trying to keep Novak grounded as he senses he's in trouble here. Novak been very aggressive since the get-go. Oh, and Novocaine lays out Nelson Jr. That's what took him out at cause and effect. Will it do the job here tonight? No, it will not. Nelson Jr. still has enough left in him to lift his shoulders up off the canvas and save himself from taking his first singles loss. There's no, like, CMV Hall of Fame show, hellish. Every time... Every time there's, like, someone who's retired, moved on, and who I feel deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, they will be added. There's a page on the website. Half Nelson backbreaker now by Nelson Jr. Collapses down to one knee. He's had it taken out of him in this match. Novak's been beating that ass. 1, 2, just a 2 count. But yes, the Hall of Fame page is up on the website. It's in the rosters section, I want to say. I don't know my own site. Rest in peace. Surfboard stretch cinched in. By Novak, digging the knee into the spine as he wrenches back the arms. There we go. Nelson's trying, a salesman. He's trying to turn the tide, shift the momentum in his favor. What's he going for here? Oh, brainbuster down to the knee, I think he was going for. I haven't seen that in a long time, and we're not going to see it just yet as Novak counters. And then greets Nelson's face to his knee. 1, 2, only a 2 count. I got some burps worse than usual tonight. I don't know why I always start burping every time I'm streaming. I don't know. It's just like my body knows that I'm streaming and I just got to burp. Got to give the fans what they want. As Novak, he might be looking for another Tower of London. If I were Nelson, I'd be praying he's not. But yes, he is. And here it comes. Dangling off the top rope. Smashed into the mat again. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one was over. 1, 2. No! Nelson Jr. does not want to disappoint Triple H, a corporation faithful, one of the few left standing alongside the COO. Oh, there you go. Nice counter by Jr. And wasting no time, seriously realizing his undefeated streak in singles action is in jeopardy as he spins the NXT legend around, grabs the arms, chicken wing gut buster. Might have shattered the ribs right there. Might have busted some guts. I guess we'll find out right now. 1, 2. No! Of course, that's not going to keep Brian Novak down. Let me get a nice close-up of Nelson Jr.'s aggravated face here. Wipes the sweat. Oh, And that's going to cost him as Novak's like, nope, you don't get a chance to wipe your sweat. Novocaine to the back of the head. Oh my God. First time I've seen that from Novak. Novocaine to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. And there goes Nelson Jr.'s precious undefeated singles streak as Novak puts him down flush. Nelson was like, pause, let me wipe the sweat for right quick for a minute. Brian just shut him down. Sorry. Main event of Genesis sees Brian Novak get a dominant victory over Nelson Jr. with a few moments, a few comebacks here and there throughout the match, but for the most part, Novak just took this young man to school, threw him over his knee. And here's the finish. First time we've seen this off the electric chair, a Novocaine to the back of Nelson Jr.'s head. And that would be all she wrote. Referee counts that 1, 2, 3. Brian Novak. As Genesis goes off the air, the NXT legend gets a nice victory and takes out one of the corporation's lapdogs. So, Tim, since you're on the phone, I assume that means we don't get Timmy Boy on commentary. All right, we got Ziggler too. Is Ziggler available? Can we get both men? Both men on commentary. This is what the CMV universe wants. All right, so we got Timmy Boy the Timster. He arrived at the studio. Tim, are you here? Come in. Check 1, 2. I always forget to lower my friggin'. I always have it all the way up on game audio. I don't remember how. I wonder how many more times I'm going to do that. And there's Ziggler arriving. Oh, and already these two are mean mugging each other. Relax, guys. Tim, you can sit on this side. You can sit on my lap, Tim. Ziggler, you can sit
great.
on the other side of the table. Just keep
if I feel a poke, I'm going to be upset. I'm wearing very tight shorts.
Ziggler, make sure you turn up your mic a little bit there. And both you guys have checked off the illustrious box, correct?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear Ziggler, Tim? Can you hear him loud enough?
I can hear, not on the stream, but I can hear him right now, like through the chat.
I've ticked the box.
Ziggler, say something. Say a full sentence.
Say garbage.
Fat and smell really bad.
No, turn your mic up a little bit more.
I mean,
all right, there we go. That's good for me now. Okay, I got it. All right, so we'll kick things off with some tag action.
how's that?
Yeah, I got it. You sound beautiful as always. Tag action, the Fallen. We'll have Crow and John Reed in there. I don't think they're a tag team in my exhibition mode though. They might be. Nope, they're not. So they're gonna come out separate. They got into a fight before the show, so they have separate entrances.
Tim sounds how he looks. Ziggler sounds like full nasal. Okay.
I sound like a
Whatever
fucking
that
beast.
means.
I didn't think that was true. Sorry.
I
hate my voice.
Fallen take on.
For the record.
Let's see.
Who the fuck said that, Albius? I'm in the bathroom.
Maury, I think.
Jesus Christ.
We haven't seen the bromanchers in a while. They've had a nice little vacation after taking loss after loss. We'll see. Let's have
guys
the
break up.
Ziggler. You don't know.
It's just
they were before your time.
that one fan doesn't understand.
That's not going to be at
sexy
WrestleMania 15.
Irish accent is.
I'm doing 2 matches. I do 2 matches now on the live event, Lewis. So there's going to be another one. Don't worry.
I'll have you know, Borton, that I ride a tricycle. Thank you.
Also, dicks, he rides those.
Oh,
All right,
damn.
guys. Okay. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, here at the studio with me today, I've got the Anarchy champion Ziggler and one half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions and #1 contender for the world title, Timmy Boy. They're on either side of me. We're trying to keep them separated because they've just been mean mugging each other since they came into the room here. And guys, just try to keep it professional. All right, we got all that titter war.
Anything.
The titter war.
If anything,
was
I'm professional.
A brutal and
Please
bloody one. The Twitter war that's been ensuing. And we asked
I don't know
Ziggler.
what you're talking about.
Now that you're here, Tim, I don't know if you heard, but during the live event, I asked Ziggler why he's been targeting you, and he said because you're fake, and he wants to reveal to everybody who you truly are. He wants to make you put on the pants per se. So what do you have to say to that?
The pants are not coming on. I refuse to put them. I'm a good guy at heart, although I can be a little snarky sometimes. I'm nothing
Sometimes.
if not a good person.
All right, so Ziggler,
you're just
the whole time he's talking, so what? Say something, Ziggler. You're here face to face, man up. Say what you got to say.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I said everything I had to say already when I was in here,
Well, yeah, but now Tim's
2
saying
days
that
ago.
you're full of shit. I mean, I'm unbiased. Everybody knows, but I gotta side with Timmy Boy here because he's just good guy Tim. I don't understand how you could think he's being fake, how he's not being real with the fans. Like, where's your proof?
Alright, so do you believe anyone is truly that nice?
Well, listen. I've known
No,
Tim for a while
Answer
now.
the question, are you that gullible that you think anyone is truly
I've
that
known
nice?
Tim for a while now. Right? He's been here in CMV almost a year. I've never seen him once. Not once. Even all the time, everything that Borton was doing to him, everything that's ever happened to Tim, he's never once put on those pants. I don't think Tim has a breaking point. He's just a good guy. He's just good guy Tim.
We'll see.
Bless.
We'll see.
I guess we will see. Because it has been confirmed that on next week's Genesis, you, Ziggler, will go one-on-one with Ryan Kent. And if you beat Kent, then Tim has agreed to give you a match on the Fusion Before Homecoming. So we might see you two go one-on-one as Crow makes his way out here. He and John Reed, they're making separate entrances tonight.
The old T and Lee style. Like it.
This is only the second time we're seeing them in tag action. First time we saw them defeat Foreign Affairs in their debut as a team. Then they took a loss at a live event to the Trailblazers. And these John Reed tweeted you, Tim, on Genesis, saying he and Crow want to validate themselves as a serious threat in the tag division, challenging you to a match, but you say they got to prove themselves a little bit more.
Yep. We got a full schedule. We got I believe the Fast and the Furious some coming up sometime soon, and then if they, I mean,
Well, how do you feel about the
I guess we don't
Fallen?
have a full.
Do you think they have
I
potential?
haven't really seen much of them. I haven't seen much of them, honestly.
Oh, you've seen a lot of Crow.
now
Crow's
a
been
good-
here for a while.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's okay. As a tag team, though, I haven't seen much of the work. So
Well, yeah, like I
this
said, they
match
only
right
had-
here will prove it.
like I said, they only had one match together, but they did defeat Foreign Affairs in their debut.
I mean, we defeated Foreign Affairs. That's not an accomplishment.
Dang, throwing out the shade is Tim towards Foreign Affairs.
Good guy. Always a good guy, you say? Okay.
All right, well, I don't know if I can count Twitter savagery as like not being a good guy because everybody's a savage on Twitter. But here they
Are we
come.
on Twitter right now? Did he not just say those in
The,
words?
the pretty
Or did he
boy
tweet
reach
those?
around
And you just
Wally,
reading out a tweet?
Lance Romance, and the Dream Sam Valentine. First time we've seen them in a little while, a couple of weeks, and everybody loves these guys. Well, let's get a prediction for you guys. Ziegler, who do you think's win this one?
We Pink Frilly guys.
The We
know
Pink
their
Frilly
names.
guys. That's their new tag team name. What about you, Tim?
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and go for the Fallen. Hopefully they can pull it out because I'd like to see them go a little further in the tag team division. I'm
That's
always
what I
good.
certainly-
Me and Lee are always good about giving people their title shots, whether they're in the backlog of rematches or like with the family, or just working their way up. You know.
Indeed,
So-
even though you said it wasn't a huge accomplishment beating Foreign Affairs, I mean, Foreign Affairs are former #1 contenders for the tag titles and Bromancers for multiple time #1 contenders for the tag titles. So putting down another team of this status in the division would certainly be a big win for the Fallen, as Crow with like a modified camel clutch here. And indeed, any actual legit questions from the CMV fans, as always. Not why is Ziegler's straw so small, whatever that means. Why is
don't
your
know.
straw so small, Ziegler? It's the question that's on everyone's
I'm
mind.
not going to talk about my small straw. Thank you very much.
As Romance and Crow go at it to kick things off. Crow had a pretty good singles career here in CMB before John Reed even showed up mid his debut by defeating Hayden. Would also go on to have big matches against the likes of Borton and Sunshine. A couple wins at live events and the like. And Romance just slapping the shit out of Crow here.
I really hope Romance sued the guy who gave him that tattoo on his arm, because that is...
I don't think it's a real
It looks like
tattoo.
an
I
open
hope
wound.
it's not a real tattoo.
It looks like an open wound every time I see it. I get a little scared for him. Like, who hit him with a chair?
Well, here's a question from Elijah Stewart of the family, and he says, targeted towards you, Ziegler. He asks, oh, and Tim, both of you. He says, there were lots of newly formed teams. Does Ziegler see himself in one? So he's asking if Ziegler will ever have a tag team partner.
I mean, I'm in the coalition right now.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Streets
But
are in the
much.
stable. It's a tag team in the stable, though, is Duo Maxwell and Bison. You're the current Anarchy champion. He's got that singles career going. He doesn't need to worry about a tag team, you know? But
Yeah,
Tim...
unlike Tim, I don't need anyone to, hold me up, carry me. I do alright.
Oh, man. How do you feel about that, Tim?
I don't get carried. It's a tag team. There's no carrying. We both pull
You
our
work
pull
together.
our weight. Exactly.
Well, there's no denying
Lee's
it
got
here.
the pinfall. I've got the pinfall.
You're the
Plenty
most,
of matches. It's never.
you're definitely
never
arguably
one-sided.
one of the most dominant tag teams in CMV history, if not the most dominant tag team. But Tim, he's juggling the tag team division and the singles division because you have been named the new #1 contender to challenge your old foe, Randy Borton, for the undisputed championship at Homecoming. How do you feel? How does that make you feel there, Timmy, your boy?
Just another match with Borton. Nothing. Just higher stakes.
But it's for the
Hopefully I
grandest
can pull through.
prize in this business. There's got to be a little bit of butterflies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is my first real shot at the title. I got close with that elimination chase, but Voodoo put me down and got his rightful shot. But now it's my turn, and I'm excited and I'm scared, and it's all happening really fast.
Well, a lot of people, including me, thought you should have become #1 contender because you did win the first 2 matches. You won the Fatal 4 and
Yeah, I
you put
did.
Levi Marta through the table.
Mm-hmm.
As
After
John
putting himself through the table.
That is true.
Eh.
Tim did put us, but
Accidents
luckily we have
happen.
rules put in place for that here in CMV. Here's a weird question from Mariah asking Tim if he believes in gender equality.
Good guy Tim thinks everyone should be equal. There you go.
I mean, you're not a good guy if you have to tell people you're a good guy. Throwing that
Oh,
out
I'm a
there.
good guy. I just want to make sure everyone knows. New viewers coming into the stream, they might want to be like, oh, who's this good guy? Oh, now I know. There you go. Problem
Well,
solved.
Ziegler, let me ask you, how would you feel about competing in a division that's led by someone like Tim LaFave? If he wins the world title, how are you going to feel about that?
It's not going to happen. It's just not. I'm not going to think about that happening. So.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. You don't want to fathom. Well, I mean, it's hard to call because both Tim has beaten Borton multiple times. Borton's beaten Tim multiple times. It's a hard one to call. And certainly it's going to be a good one to see. They always put on 5-star matches against each other. But you have your own title match to worry about. You're going to defend against Zach Cage at Homecoming there. You forgot about Zach Cage? You're still in denial. You still don't think he beat you, do you? You're still trying to forget that happened. Let's see how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you shut your whore mouth.
Tag to Lance Romance. This tag team match has been very back and forth. Just saw Crow hit a bangering a few moments ago. That was for you, Ziegler. I know how much you love it. So this
Great commentary.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, was I supposed to respond to that?
Yes. Here's a question for Tim. He says, how does your mom feel about Cassie? Saying there might be name confusion there.
I don't know. She's doing her own thing. I can only assume that she's focused on fighting Amber Briggs because that's what's getting set up.
True.
I wish her the best of luck, but you know, can't jump ahead too far.
Can you give us the scoop as to what your mom is picking for her poison against Briggs there on Fusion next week? You know what's going on?
I have no idea, but she said it herself. You know,
it's going to be something
be a
big.
one.
She did.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. As Lance Romance was so close to getting the victory there off the super kick. Luckily, John Reed was able to break it up in time. Go ahead.
Don't you worry about, your mum and her age and how old she is and how fragile she must be?
Age is just a number.
A very important number in certain situations.
I mean, she's still doing elbow drops off the middle rope through a table, so I think.
Tread lightly, Zigo talking about Tim's mama. That hasn't ended well for others throughout CMV.
Oh no, I'm cool about it. She can handle herself.
The referee
put her foot through your mouth before I will.
Lance Romance just took out the ref inadvertently. We get a tweet here from Better Than Senior though. He says, "Would either of you two guys become participants in the rumored MMA, or in any sort of MMA division?" I'm not gonna read that second part. Shut up, stupid fan, stupid Nelson.
MMA.
So Better Than Senior Nelson Jr. wants to know if either one of you would ever pursue a career in MMA.
No.
Why?
So both men are pretty like.
I'm a man of suplexes,
wait a minute!
Not
The
fists.
The Fallen just got the victory there. Crow able to stop Sam Valentine from breaking up the pin. John Reed getting the win off that shoulder jawbreaker stunner type maneuver thing. And the Fallen, there you go. Another big victory for themselves here.
I blame the doctors. They should have really stepped in to fix up Romance's arm. They should have been competing with that.
Excuse me. Some big highlights from a chaotic tag team bout, hard fought by both sides. But it is the Fallen who are going to go over on this night. The Bromance's little vacation there. I'm sure they were, with all the hookers and the cocaine, and it's not gay if it's in a three-way and whatnot. They should have took that
Indeed.
time to train, try to get better, but instead they come back, take another loss.
Sad, really, but it's a good step forward for the Fallen. If they keep this up, I'd be happy to give them a title shot.
There you hear it from Tim himself, saying if the Fall can keep it up. I respect that you and Lee are fighting champions. Putting your titles on the line against teams you feel deserve it. Giving the family their rematch was a nice touch and hard-fought battle. A lot of people thought the family were actually going to dethrone you guys on multiple occasions there. And Nenny...
They were literally pushing us to our limit. It was very impressive showing, and I have nothing for respect.
Many felt that happened because you might have had your mind on the undisputed title match. Because lately, all the tag matches you guys have been in have ended in like 2 minutes. But that one went on for quite some time, and the family were dominating. So a lot of thinking, you got your mind on another place. You got to be careful and stay focused. But you retained anyway. Still the
I
World
got my head out of
Tag
my
Team
ass
champs.
pretty quick, but yeah, happy about that.
As the Fallen
Now
celebrate
it's
that
time to
victory.
prepare for the undisputed one. Yes, congratulations to them both.
Alright, what should we have up next? Singles match, perhaps? Oh, my nose is so stuffy. Fuck you, Ziegler.
Give me on these live events. Fuck me.
What'd you just say?
Ziegler.
I'm saying fuck you because I'm allergic to cats and you got cat hair all over your dank leather jacket. That's why my nose is so stuffy.
I mean, I'm allergic to cats, you dumb son of a bitch. It's probably
Well,
Tim.
who's... Oh, Tim, did you pull a prank? Did you put that cat hair all over his dank leather jacket?
No. My
I
cat
don't
stays at
touch
home.
my dank leather jacket.
I don't know if pranks are dirty,
I love
Hill,
it.
you know?
fucking
It's
love
just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
Play.
So here, in the main event of the live event, or at WrestleMania, apparently.
Put my foot up his ass. It's just a prank, bro. Don't worry about it.
It's just a social experiment.
Social.
Social. Shut up.
Dude. As you
Let's
fucking.
What do we want? What's gonna go down here? Maybe Headhunter. Perhaps Headhunter.
I mean, it's been a while since we last seen Kurosuke. I think we should see him.
Oh yeah.
Well, why are you such a big fan of Kanosuke?
I mean,
The man.
why are the people in charge not a fan of Kurosuke? Hashtag push Kurosuke.
Well, Kanosuke did get his first victory over Gabriel Glamour there a couple of weeks back. Yeah, maybe we'll put Kanosuke in action.
Match.
How about Kanosuke versus Vegas?
Good
Vegas, he needs a match. He's had a couple of weeks off.
Where I'm in a tag match? What? When?
No, shut up.
Do not talk about things that don't exist.
Oh, okay, I see what we're doing here.
I want to do that to Kanosuke. Kanosuke versus Headhunter.
No, please.
God, no. Not WrestleMania 14. We're at the live event.
The fuck is WrestleMania?
I mean, just because we work for another company doesn't mean we have to be stupid about it, then. Come on.
No, they just don't exist. I've never heard of such a promotion. Is it popular?
Not anymore.
Ta!
Here we go, folks. Our main event here at the live event is going to see Johnny Vegas, the young upstart who a lot, including Timmy Boy here on commentary, think could one day lead CMV, be a main event star, as he's joined by his new manager.
Rising up the ranks, yeah.
Joined by his new manager Tolos there in his corner, taking on the Purple Devil, everybody's favorite Kanosuke. who just got
My
his
favorite's
first victory, as
fast
I
food, dude. Please
mentioned.
don't get confused.
Just I mentioned earlier, getting a victory over Gabriel Glamour a couple of weeks back. Let's see if he can follow it up with another win. Of course, got to watch out for Tolos there in his corner, who was very instrumental in
Those are some
Vegas's
nice
last
classes.
win. I don't even remember who Vegas beat. It was like 3 weeks ago. Who did he beat on Genesis? I don't remember exactly. He beat someone
I mean,
because Tolos interfered. He beat a local talent.
Ziegler, I have a question for you. Since you had a question for me, I thought maybe you
you're
could
not talking
indulge.
about
No, it's important. I need to know
this. Nothing
when
you
the next
say is important.
Z and Glee's coming out, man. I need that shit.
Why does it say
I
run
mean,
in?
Do you have any?
Did I choose to play as Karasuke? Rest in peace.
I mean, I don't know if you paid enough attention. You probably should, because it was amazing, as you well know. But it was
Yeah.
episode number infinity. You
That
don't
doesn't
get
mean
higher
there
than
can't
that.
be
Tim.
infinity in 2. Come on,
I
man.
mean, yeah,
Schoolyard
it does though.
Fucking.
Dumb son of a bitch.
Karasuke wouldn't do a run-in. He's a good guy. He's a fan favorite. I don't think I can change it because it's an exhibition, so I think I'd actually have to play as Karasuke. Which I'm not going to. So I'm going to restart this match. So I'm dumb.
It'll ask you again before the match starts, I think.
No, that's only in Universe.
Not choose them. Oh shit! I forgot. God damn it.
Tim, what are you, dumb?
Yeah.
That was a terrible southern accent.
And I lived in the South for 5 years. That's the saddest part of this all.
Alright, did I do it again? Let me make sure. There we go. Making sure.
Making moves.
Making $1 million moves.
The amount you play this game, you still don't have all the achievements for it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't a game. This is real life.
I mean, to quote you from last week, we aren't watching a match yet, Dashing. We're not out here yet, bitch. So.
We're in a studio. We're not live. It's this CMV.com exclusives. We're in a studio commentating this. You idiot. You big.
I mean, there's a fucking
dumb
commentary table.
Yeah, but that's just to make us feel at home. You know what I'm saying?
To immerse ourselves in the fucking atmosphere. All right. This closed studio.
I don't want the immersion to break.
I'd feel more immersed if you didn't forget to give me my fucking Mountain Dew this time. You don't forget Tim's, but you know.
You want mine? It's code
See?
red. I don't know if you're a fan
Look at that.
of it, but
That's good guy, Tim, offering you his Mountain Dew.
It's false. It's fucking false.
You're-
What did you do? Piss in the bottle? You
No,
did something to
it's-
it.
He did say it was
it hasn't
code
even
red.
had
That's
that opening.
pretty. I don't know why he would offer code red to someone. That's just
I
mean.
love code red, dude. Fuck it.
It's
Fuck
code
that
blue.
Shit. It's great. No, it's gross.
Come on, Tim.
Gross. No. Fuck that. That orange fucking Halo 3 bullshit.
So here we go. Take
Who's-
2. Technical difficulties. It's Johnny Vegas taking on Karasuke. I don't know if Vegas is a light heavyweight. I think he is. This might be a light heavyweight battle here. I'm not too sure. I can't be
Oh,
certain.
Taco Bell every day of the week. Fucking give me that shit.
Yes.
Taco
yes,
Bell's not
actually,
bad.
yes, I love.
Come on.
Why
They have
this
Taco
isn't
Bell
even
in
a hard one
Scotland?
to compare?
I don't
No?
know.
But I know what it is, and I like tacos, so, you know. Plus, I'm Canadian. No, I live in Canada.
You live in
They have
Canada.
Taco Bell, right? I think they do.
That is for the WWE Championship. Oh, no, wait.
I thought you didn't know what WWE was, Tim.
I mean, I'm looking at the camera. Breaking the fourth wall.
Didn't we already see Johnny Vegas come up? Can he back up the ramp?
Yep. I don't want to break immersion. I want to stay fully immersed.
We're just ruining this for you, aren't we? Sorry.
I just want to hear this theme, really. Johnny Vegas. I'm a big Johnny Vegas fan, as many are.
I mean, why?
I don't think I have to ask you there, Ziegler, because you're a big Karasuke fan, apparently. But who do you got for this one there, Tim? Because we know you're a big Vegas fan as well.
I have faith in Vegas. He's on a hot streak, and I don't expect him to stop here.
All right, so we got Ziegler for Karasuke, and we got Tim for Vegas. Tim was right the last time. Tim said that the
hold on.
You know you're going to go for Karasuke.
Don't act like
I mean, you just said like 5 minutes ago that you hate Vegas. He's a piece of shit or something. So, I mean, I don't see why you would put your money on him.
You're still acting like you know me.
Ziegler, I know you very well.
See now.
I read your bio. Johnny Vegas out of the gate using his obvious size advantage to putting it to good use. He just takes down Karasuke with a nasty shoulder block there and a cheeky little jab. And that was like a touch. It's a finger poke of doom right there.
You read my bio? Staying in that immersion, yeah.
well, I thought you have a legit bio. I read your resume, when you first came here. And CMV, you're a former footballer. You played the football. You got introduced to wrestling. Chris Jericho kind of took you under his wing, trained you a little bit. What was that like working with Chris Jericho?
It was all right. I mean, he's kind of old now, so.
He's old, so you don't like him anymore?
No disrespect to Boris Jericho, but he's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Agile as he used to be. But, he did alright. Still better than most people in the roster right now.
Well, I mean, you're great in ring, so he did something right. Trained you well.
I mean,
rake of the eyes. Somehow through the mask. Tim, what about you? I don't even know who trained you, Tim. I'm not too sure. I didn't see it in your bio. Who exactly helped you pave the way?
I have no idea.
You have no idea who trained you?
Just like, I'd have to look it
Generic
up again.
trainers.
Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
You know?
Get my phone out and just
You're breaking the immersion.
I mean, my resume. I'm so sorry, you asked the wrong question.
What a head of my Karasuke.
Oh my god. You're a fucking asshole.
Just say someone from Brooklyn Brawler. Trained Tim
No, he fucking sucks. I wouldn't want to be trained by him. Hold on. It doesn't, wait. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Bret Hart.
Alright, so maybe you're a graduate of the Heart Dungeon.
No, we just had coffee once, and he said,
okay.
This is how you do the sharpshooter.
Well, we get a question here from a fan, and I think I might know how Ziegler responds, but he asks, Tim and Ziegler, what do you guys think of Scott Norrie's recent retirement? How do you guys feel about it?
How do you think I respond?
Well, you've mentioned it multiple times in the past how you feel about Scott Norrie. I said it last week as well when we were together, that you think he's a disgrace. He's not a real Scot. That you're going to be the true, Scottishman of this company.
Actually, you said all of that. I said no.
You've said that. I mean, I can go back and bring up the exact videos. I mean, when you've said these things.
I don't like him. I'm not a fan, but I never said anything along the lines of he's not Scottish, because you heard him speak. He's pretty fucking.
I said you feel he's not a real Scot. No, he's not Scottish. Scott Norrie is Scottish. Confirmed. That's true. Oh, wait a minute. Karasuke with that jumping neck breaker, and Tolo's trying to call for Karasuke's attention, but the Purple Devil ain't falling for it. Goes for the pin now in Vegas. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. What about you, Tim? How do you feel about Scott Norrie?
I think I came in when he was still part of the Mega Powers. Is that it? No,
The Megastars. Tim.
Megastars.
That was actually
go.
over by the time you came in.
I could have swore they were still doing stuff. My
No,
bad.
Megastars
Anyways,
broke
I
up.
respect the man. He's a CMV veteran, first NXT champion.
Hall of Famer.
You know, undisputed champion, Hall of Famer. And nothing but respect for the man. And I'm sorry to see him go.
Of course.
Wish I could have got to know him better.
You're so far up your own ass, you couldn't say a bad thing about Adolf Hitler. Fucking.
I mean, I would.
How do you feel about Adolf
Hitler?
Hitler, Tim? Oh, wait a minute,
He's a fucking
Vegas!
piece of shit.
Ziegler, you felt this before. This pedigree by Johnny might win on the match here. 1, 2. Oh no, Kanasuke somehow finding the will to power out. That's kind of where you
Why are you talking about me
adapted.
feeling the pedigree?
That's kind of where you adapted the pedigree from. You took on Vegas around your debut, and he hit you with that, and then shortly after you started using it, I think you kind of stole it from him. You're a dirty thief.
I didn't steal nothing. You know, especially not from Johnny Vegas. I mean, that match was televised, right?
It was televised. We can remember very vividly that you were dominating, but he kept countering every single SIG and Fin attempt, and he eventually ended up beating you because of it.
I kicked his ass the entire match.
But he did win.
And, you know, fluke. It was a fluke.
Maybe we'll
I
have
agree.
to see you guys go at it again
Can't
sometime.
deny that
Oh,
shit.
wow. All right. Tim agrees. And there's Tolos coming into play yet again. Damn.
I'm a
420
strong
coming in here.
believer if
with
you're
the stats.
if you're running the show. I feel like if you're running the show at the beginning, you shouldn't. There's no way you should lose.
I mean, I don't know how to make a damn superstar. I mean, a superstar named
I think
Damn.
Vader has a dank
Am I
match.
not doing my
I
job?
like it.
Oh!
Okay, no. First of all, don't be
Nice
don't
German
be
right
fucking
there.
rude, man.
Damn.
Jesus. These are the people I don't like. They're just
See,
coming
Tim-
in like, do something for me. Like,
Tim only
Jesus Christ, man.
Tim only opens up the drawer to look at the pants every once in a while when someone gets on his nerves. He'll never put those pants on though.
They're on a dump they're in a dump in Alaska.
No, because Lee
That's
got
what
him
you
out.
think.
Remember? Lee was supposed to wear him for your pay-per-view match, but he lost him
Yeah,
backstage.
fucking. I'm gonna have to call Lee and tell him to get rid of that shit. I know he likes them and they fit very snug, but I can't be tempted.
Oh, look at this Vegas taking the time to taunt, getting cocky, looking down at Kosuke like, this is what they're throwing at me? This piece of trash? Get out of here.
I'm gonna take
I
the
have,
reins
yes.
and answer this question from a fan, and I'm gonna say no, I haven't seen Batman v Superman, and no, I don't want to. Rotten Tomatoes made it clear about that, so I'm good.
Damn, Tim's going for the reviews. Tim, you got to watch it for yourself, though. It could be great.
No. No, it's not.
I mean, Echo.
you-
Echo said it was brilliant. So, I mean, how do you feel about Echo's review?
Echo's a bit of an idiot though. So.
Rude.
I just saw
Jesus.
Deadpool, though. You know, Dashing, you just saw Deadpool finally a couple days
No, I
ago.
heard that was real good.
It was beautiful.
That was
No.
It was a masterpiece.
I also just saw Deadpool. Masterpiece.
You don't like
kidding?
it?
It
Are you
was
kidding me with that
It's
shit?
hilarious from beginning to finish.
It was fucking god awful.
No, it was not. You're one of those
The
guys.
Gore
only
level.
good thing. No.
I mean, you
the
obviously
only
don't like
good thing
Deadpool.
about Deadpool, yeah, no, was the character. Everything else.
Vegas got the
generic
win
and
there.
shit.
How is it generic? I love the fighting. And all that. The most important thing is the character. And Ryan Reynolds
Generic
pulled it
plot,
off.
no,
Ryan Reynolds.
that one character.
born for
that is
that
the
role.
only good thing. Generic plot, generic villain. Fucking
How is it a
First of
generic
it-
plot? That's
Hold
the
on.
don't make
plot.
anything better.
I mean, you obviously
It's
don't like the
generic.
character. Get out of here, Ziegler.
I mean, I fucking love the
See, now
character.
me and Tim, me and Tim have moved to the other side of the room, and Tim's taking his Mountain Dew
Good
back.
fucking stay over there, you smelly pair of pricks.
Don't forget Ziegler. Just like I loved Randy Borton, I'll always love you. Once you're on T and Lee in the morning, you're never forgotten as a friend. Hope to have you
Nonetheless,
again.
though, here's Ziegler, as you know, calling security to get him the hell out of here. Johnny Vegas picks up the victory over Kadaske, following a suplex
Don't
slam.
touch me.
Don't touch me. Be gentle, gentlemen. Don't hurt him.
fucking Ziggler.
You want to talk about crowd pleasing?
My superly aggressive and overly, like, sweary Mary mom told me there's good in everybody. Then she kicked me in the mouth.
Your fucking hands off my jacket.
Well, the security's taking away Ziggler here. Don't touch his leather jacket, though, guys. That's too dank. As Johnny Vegas celebrates his victory, we don't tolerate Deadpool critics here in CMV. It's Deadpool or die. As we wrap up episode, this definitely was the most kayfabe breaking, live event with guests, but it was a good one. I appreciated having Ziggler on despite his hatred of Deadpool, and now I despise him, and I'm going to put in a word with Cyborg to have him buried. But Tim, as always, great having you as a guest, and do you have any parting words for the CMV universe here tonight?
Have a good night.
Have
Dude, I
a
always
good night.
falter at this part.
Have a nice.
Don't fucking
good
do
night,
this to
Tim.
me anymore.
Well, we finish up CMV. If you like what you saw,
Why are you
show,
still
make sure
here?
you follow me. I stream every Monday and Friday. So today's Wednesday though, so shut the fuck up and do what I want. The next episode will be on Friday though,
Yeah,
Monday
I was
Night
eating
Fusion.
dinner
We're
when
just
you went
3
live.
weeks away from
Finish.
homecoming. And if you want your call on the show, check out the website communityuniverse.4emotion.com.
I'm gonna beat both your fucking
And as
hands.
always, all the and Alexa just turned on. Off. Alexa put in a good word. All right, I'm ending this episode. Goodbye, guys.